I was a little kid, I used to run after my mother and ask my mother, Mom, what do you want I fix for you? I have my hammers, I have my chisel, I have my hacksaw, I have everything. Since I was a kid, I always make things. I would make unbelievable things, like just you give me a little bit of cement or like a couple of brick, I would make something. I remember one day I was working there, our neighbor came with the policeman because she went there and she complained they are doing work in the residential area. So my mother brought them in and says, look, it's not, we don't do business, it's this kid. He making all that noise. And that police officer look and the neighbor look, I swear to you. And that policeman was so impressed. He says, oh my God. He looked at me, he says, you did this? You have done all of this? And I look at him, I says, yes. He couldn't believe it. My name is Rozа. I was born in Iran. We used to sleep in the yard at night. And I had this little radio, and I look at the sky with the star and listen. And at that time, I remember Armstrong, it just landed on the moon and walk on that thing. And I wanted to do that. And that happened. You see, 1987, that's a polytechnic. Rozа Farhadi, Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering. I have come to United States in 1978. My mother, I think she sold her necklace. She sold her necklace and she gave me money. And I was able to come here. I studied solid mechanics. I got a master's degree in that. I started working for a company, and this company hired me as an engineer. And on one of my breaks, I go to a shop. I wanted to buy the button, and the gentleman who was in charge, he looked and he says, well, we have finished it. But if you order, I can get it for you. I said, okay, I order. And he says, it's going to take a month. I said, a month? He says, yeah, it comes from Europe. And like, I love to make things. I decided to go make that button. Making that button took me here. So making one thing, you don't know, in life you make very small move, what will happen if you go out of the road and see what's going on the shoulder of the road. This is a very interesting button. This button comes from the ocean, from the sea. You see, the back is a shell. It's like for a fish. I'm turning it into silver.
My name is Gary, and I'm born and raised in New York City. And in maybe about 45, 50 years, I will die in this city. Well, he's been here in 35 years. And I came in here as a customer a few years ago, and I stayed. So if you need the 50-cent button, it's available at Lulu Buttons. If you need the $125,000 button, we can also manufacture that for you. We make buttons here for Meghan Markle's mother when Prince Harry and Meghan got married. Now, if you watch the Oscars and if you remember the Will Smith slap, okay, yes, Dolce & Gabbana made his tuxedo, and Dr. Roz made the buttons for that tuxedo. So when you look at TV, okay, 70% of those buttons are our buttons, made by this gentleman that he doesn't even know. The majority of these buttons are on TV or on the red carpet.
It's for Madonna. This is for the backup singer, I think. I like to see the result of my work fast. You know, like when I make a button, to me, a couple of days is finished. I can execute that, and I enjoy it when I see. It's like cooking. You know, you go buy all this ingredient, you go buy meat, you go buy vegetable, tomatoes, potatoes, then you mix it together, you create something that is you. And you cook that way because you know how much salt and pepper and, you know, seasoning to put there. And I am that. I like to make things, and I enjoy it. If you try and follow what you like, then you don't have to work. Like, I don't work. I have fun. I make things that is, to me, is the best. It's not work.